We are a think tank. We have ideas and we work with governments and change agents to execute those ideas and make impact happen.
I felt it was the system and the institution which needed change. So Orgo said, please do come on board. And we started off work in Vidhi, in my living room, 4 of us, on a very cold December morning in 2013. And here we are.
So we live in a society and societies need laws. Unfortunately, the quality of these laws is often very poor.
Whenever we are making a law or a legislation, so we understand the policy, we can explain the policy, but how to write that policy into a law, legislation or rules is as important, because ultimately that is what will prevail in the country and not what you thought as a policy will prevail in the country.
We needed someone who understands the context policy, who understands the legal environment, and then is able to translate policy into legal language. That is essentially called legislative drafting. We have acute shortage of that capacity in the country, and Vidhi fortunately fills up this gap.
So our core mission was to make better laws and improve governance for the public good. And we have worked across a range of sectors to make some of that happen. The work that we have done to repeal and amend laws that discriminate against persons affected by leprosy, work that we've done with the High Courts and the Supreme Court to initiate key judicial reforms, and the fact that we have opened up offices in state governments and are now beginning to work at the regional level as well.
State laws and policies and governance at the municipal and panchayat levels have a much more direct and immediate impact on people.
An organization like Vidhi can bring in knowledge from across sectors and also internationally. That when it works with technical and sectoral knowledge that the department has, we make better laws, better regulations that are more fit for purpose.
I have literally grown up with the vision that Vidhi has currently, the vision for the Jaldi team, that is the Judicial Reforms team, where we speak of topics such as like diversity in judiciary, infrastructure, judicial transparency.
Vidhi's work is extremely versatile. Their analysis, their criticism, their support for various legal issues, policy issues is very valuable, and I know for a fact that Vidhi has made a contribution in decision making of adjudication of issues which are before the court.
To be able to push the discourse in a country at a time where most discourses are becoming shrill and uninformed, to foster an environment where there is an informed, reasoned and fact-based consensus that you need greater laws or better laws for a better society, for a better country. I think that is where Vidhi has played the most important role.
In Vidhi, I found an organization that was unabashedly and consistently willing to ask these questions, ask these why questions. Why are we running our laws the way we do right now? Can't they be different? Can't we make them better?
Vidhi is a platform of opportunities where if you're willing to grow and act on these opportunities and deliver, then sky is the limit.
One thing that I've taken from my time at Vidhi to every workplace is just having a sense of ownership, and that's the kind of environment I also strive to create for my colleagues in different workplaces, feeling like you're part of something.
2023, and what is still driving me to office every day is the fact that I have the freedom to work on themes under law that I really like. My intense passion for constitutional law has found a beautiful home here at Vidhi. On a lighter note, I must also mention that the person who mans our pantry, Kailash, she serves the most amazing food, and that's what really, if I may be very honest, brings me to office every day.
Vidhi has proven that you can have quality while you serve Indian citizens. I also think the nature of work it's done has been very eclectic and interesting. Everything from how do you think about drug addicts to end-of-life care to bankruptcy to digitizing courts. So I think interesting work in many different areas. And how do you do all of this with the right values?
As someone who's a progressive think tank sitting outside, Vidhi has the ability of being a very responsible partner
who can help policymakers be ahead of the curve to help make sure that, India is actually, moving forward at a pace and not catching up all the time.
So I think 10 years is a blip in time. We want to build an institution that sustains so that bright, young, passionate people can come work in it, and we can ensure that India has the laws that it deserves to have.
We have just begun, and I think we have to build on this.